Right, this is the second one. I had 2 rods set up. I hadn't got the other rod out. Got to keep an eye because I've just seen another one. Stalking right close in, as you know. I dropped this rod straight in when I landed it, and this one's 26. Whoa, calm down. This one's £26, 15 ounce. Like a 2-tone mirror, really spawned out. Got a lovely linear in the jobby. There we go. Happy days. Sticky baits krill, which I'm field testing. And of course the ever successful long running chod rig. Stalk less than 10 minutes. Now this one was less than 5 minutes after put it in. Can't keep up with it today. £37, 14 off the top, 9 others from another lake, and then just popped over, bang. Right, I'm gonna get this one back down. Right, here's the first one. This is mint. Stunner, well lively. This one weighs £35. And it's like a zip linear, big plates, almost a zip linear. Look how wide it is. Whoa! Come on, baby, calm down. Come on. Stalked in the edge on a sticky baits krill. Boilie on a long running chod. Okay, look at that, what a beast, eh? So it's a 35 and a 37, 14 from 2 waters in an afternoon. The other lake I had 9, as I said, they were off the top. No one on this lake at all. Let's have a look. Other side. Coming down. It's really sunny, like I keep saying to you. Make sure you're keeping water on them. Here's the other side. Come on, calm down. Bloody boiling. This krill bait's just going mental. I know I keep saying it's just everywhere I go, I'm just trawling with it. Definitely on a winner here. Right, let's check it out. Back. You ain't gonna believe this, right? Yeah, I've had another one. I ain't videoed this, right? Yeah, I just done a water shot. Gary Bays netted it for me, right? Yeah, bit of a weed bed merge. I've got to keep an eye on that rod because they're still here, right? Yeah, so that's 3 now. I guesstimated that it's about 24, 25 a mirror, and I had a 26, 12 and that 35, and it's like, I just can't believe it, man. It's just going mental. It's about half an hour's actual fishing with one rod. It's just mental. So any minute it's going to go. Just fishing over chop baits, a couple of pouchfuls with a catty, and then laying a chod over the top of it. This is just mad fishing. Anyway, I'm going to try and chill out. I'm soaking wet from that one. There's a good chance of another bite yet, but that 35, you've got to admit, was a beast, weren't it? I'm just fishing down here. Right. Just closing and the rod's down here, look. Location, location, Watercraft, the name of the game. If you ain't got them in the swim, you ain't going to catch them. Don't matter what bait you got, what rig you got. If you're not on them, you ain't going to catch them. Remember that. Morning all. The baity there I've been camping on. Got about 20 kilo of krill in it now. Okay, I've gone 36 hours without a bite. I stalked them through yesterday on the bait, just further down. Ripped off just after first light. I put another, was it about 3 kilo out last night. Anyway, the right hand rod is right close in. I've got 3 rods all on the line of this bait, going down like the shelf. Big towers out there are weed, so I've like gone like right hand rod, middles and then left. Anyway, this one's 35 pounds 6 ounces. So as you can imagine, I'm buzzing my head off. Is this one working? Let's just get this working again. So this one's 35 pounds 6 ounces. So that's 4 over 35 this week on this krill. It's just going mental, this bait. It's started to rain. Got tuition in a minute, 8 hours with 2 people. So I'll bait it up before I go and just sling them out tonight. Long running chods on the silkweed. What a stunning fish. Some lovely scales on them in here. I mean, it's a proper breeze block, this is. Look at the scales. There you go. As you can imagine, I'm buzzing my head off. Even though I'm so knackered, I even think I even got a bit of sunstroke the last 2 days. Right, I'm going to get this baby back. I'm not going to get the rod out, still got 3 on the zone. I've got a few hours before I've got to do that tuition. Right, so I'll see you all later. Unreal. What a session down on the old Bayeswater in Essex. Right, in came this after 2 days of heat. Big winds blew in. As you can see, it's died off a little bit to what it was, and the area's still rocking. So I might be able to squeeze another few hours in, but I've got to be out of here by 9:30. I need to get home. 5 nights on the bank, too much tuition. I need to go out and chill out, go down the bar, wine bar or something like that, have a meal. I need to sort my life out, but I've been trawling, so oh well. I've got all load more up-to-date photos, 4 over 35 plus. 2 different waters, which was nice, doing them, that 35.6 linear and that 37.14 off the top in a day, plus the others. This lake might look like a runs water, but trust me, it is very, very tricky. This bait, I ain't just saying it, it's like, it looks like it's something special there. Everywhere I go with it in the last 6 weeks, even if I haven't put any bait in, which I proved that last week, alright, I didn't video it, right, it's a tuition. They're mostly small ones, right, but it's a tricky water as well in its own right. Very shallow, gin clear. We still managed 7 out of there to a scaly 23.14, no, 23.10. Anyway, big apple size. I've got some pictures of it anyway. But but it's just everywhere I go. As soon as I come on here, I caught, you know, it's just mental. And it's, what am I up to now? That's 19 fish in about 25 nights, maybe, something like that. It's just unreal. In this session, it's just like showing how good it is. A lot of other people ain't catching, and they're getting in the swim next door. I mean, Jack, when he's in there, he's had 3 this week. What was it, a double, a 27 and a 38-14. Someone else went in there, someone else has been in there, nothing. So it just shows you, you know what I mean? Jack knows what he's doing in there. Again, he's on the chods, in the weeds, doing it right. Next week I've got a real busy time, loads of tuitions. Got 3 days, got 1 day, I've got 2 people for 24 hours. But people seem to think like I don't have to work, I've got loads of time. Sorry, I do. I live a certain lifestyle, and you know, I've got to pay the bills, so at the end of the day I have to sort of like help finance that, right, yeah, by doing tuition as well as my sponsorship. So at the end of the day, right, yeah, I have time off, then I've got to work. So all I'm working for now is the time off I've got, like from September. And someone sort of like rung me up, and I've given one of them days away the first week, but no way I'm giving any more September up. We've got moon phases coming in, harvest moon, equinox, all of that, right, yeah. And there's no way, I don't give a shit if they offer me double the money. I ain't doing it. It's like my fishing. And I've got a real lot of work on now. So like we're looking, what is it, the 22nd of June. So I've got a good 2 months hardcore tuition, 3 to 4 days a week. I've got a few days off in August, like me and my missus, like going to go out. Got wedding anniversary, got a like smart place booked up. Probably cost me about £1,000 for a couple of nights and the meals there. I mean, we went to what's it, Rick Stein's last year, but we're doing it somewhere a little bit nearer home, so I'm looking forward to that. Big party that'll be. A few headaches, I'm sure. This place though, getting back to the fishing, it's flipping unbelievable. Long running chods in the weeds, right with them. The weed beds are sort of sunk down a little bit now. I mean, you can see one here. See it, look, flat spotting on the surface. Right, it goes from, that's about the first one out the water, and it goes round. And there's one, if you just look up the side of a tree, you get a better, see it, looks flat spotting there. Christ, you can tell I've been on the bank as well. I've got a bloody beard. It's not good. Missus will be moaning when I get home. Get that off, she'll be saying. Anyway, I've got 4 nights next week. Like I said, 3 days tuition, and I've got 24 hours to myself. I'm knackered as hell. We've given like real hardcore this week, right? Yeah, for the punters and that. I mean, what was it? Joey had, oh, I don't know. Did I have 3 of them? He had 10. It's only an 8-hour tuition, you know. So that was good fun. 3 off the ledge, and then he was that good at what we were doing. We had a couple of hours nearly right at the end, so I just said, come on, let's do a bit of floater fishing. So we got that as well, and he had, I think it was around about, well, between us we had 10 off the top, you know. So and then like to cap it all, going back the next day, I had that little bit of therapy from Chris. And I don't mean that, Chris, because you had a good time. You had a 22 at the Syndicate Lake and lost the big one. I'm not going to let you forget that one. Went over there, because I got the gear and the swim ready, and then went down there, and I don't know what's happened, right? Yeah, either I rid it down or Chris has rid it down. Who cares? What was meant to be was meant to be, because that day I thought, right, I'll do it, and then had 9 to 37.14. Something I'm finding at the moment, right, just getting like, I mean, I'm using sticky baits, white chocolate pop-ups, and then just trimming them down the sides, right, yeah, and then making quite a long sort of barrel shaped bait. You have to mess around with the colours at times, right, yeah, but I'm finding white at the moment seems to be a goer. The normal spotting loads of mixers with a bit of hemp oil and that. Just keep that going in. Make sure you have plenty the old mixers as well. You don't want to be running out when you're doing this. Chod rig wise, it's just standard, just, you know what I mean, why break something what works, you know. Hooks, a pucker. I've gone even thinner on the needle points now on the hooks. No damage with them, as long as they don't go past the bend, right, yeah, you don't lose no strength. So, and I'm fishing in heavy weed here as well. ounce and a half lucky leads, long sort of good 8 foot long running chods, hook baits, messing around with brown ones, black ones, mixing the bait up as well. I ain't put any krill pellets out this week, which is a bit unusual because I have been using the boat, but maybe I should have, but they are hardcore on the bait. I mean, this week I've used, dare I say, 20 kilo. I know it's a lot of money, right? Yeah, but you know, this is my job, and I get sorted on the bait. But you can do it with halibut pellets and all the rest of it. I've got to leg it, right? Yeah, because I've got a tufty thing that's going to have breakfast. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, talking about bait, right? Yeah, I think I got a bait delivery today, so should have about 50 to 100 kilos turn up. Keep me going for a couple of weeks. I only use it when it's really like rocking it, and I like to bait other areas up and keep like what I call a backup plan. And like I was saying, you can do it with cheaper stuff, halibut pellets, hemp particles, right? Yeah, of all sorts of description, right? It's just what you're willing to do, you know, or what you're willing to put into it is what you'll get back out of it. It's like I say that a lot on tuition. So, you know, if you're going to sit there and watch them elsewhere or camping, right, yeah, and not go and have a go for them, well, you're your own worst enemy. So, you know what I mean? It's no good like sitting there with all the gear, right, yeah, and they're topping down the other end of the lake. What I find bizarre at times as well with people, they've got a preconceived idea, and I think I've spoken about this. You should always go down to lake. Okay, you might have an idea where you want to go, but carp, they could be anywhere. Do you know what I mean? And like, oh, I want this swim, that swim, or whatever, and they're gutted because they're, you know, someone's in there. But they're only there, the carp are only there if they're there, you know. If not, you're camping. You're sitting like, or go and walk around the lake and have a look elsewhere, and you could find them, like I did. Went round the other way, right, yeah, from catching all them off the top from the day ticket, and there they were, took the opportunity, simple as, you know, 2 20s and a 30, half an hour's fishing, 1 rod, thank you very much. If I'd have gone the other way, I might have missed that, because I've put the rods out here, but I had a little feeling, because it was sunny, and it's just like a shallow area they like to get into, but, you know what I mean, you've got to be adaptable and think, you know, at the end of the day, we all go fishing, surely we all go fishing, we want to catch them, don't we? Or we'll be trying to look good. I don't know. Maybe we've got too many looking good and camping, which just makes it easy for people like me. Slip in there, do the damage, right, yeah, off ski. By the time you know about it, right, yeah, I've done the damage, right, yeah, and I'm somewhere else. And I'm baiting these little areas as well. It does wind people up, but, you know, sodden, to be honest. I work damn hard at what I'm doing here, and, you know, even on limited time, I'm still whacking the chunks out and doing the business. And that's what it's all about. Would I like more time? I don't think I would, because I think I'd get lazy. So, but it's nice when you get a bit of time off, you know, like your old May, start of June, and then September, sort of like to the end of October, and you can just do what you want. You ain't got to worry about other people. But, you know, it's the same old thing again, isn't it? You work a bit and then you have a bit of play, you know. So that's what I'm working towards now. So get all these tuitions out of the way, show people what to do, give them the knowledge. I mean, it's blowing people's brains out about this heat sharpening. It's just, you know, I had a bloke the other day, he says, no, you can't sharpen these any better, and I'm going to give it here. Within half an hour, 40 minutes, he had that knowledge right here, and he'll never say that again. And like I said to him, he said, oh, all my mates want me to show me. I said, well, you paid what you paid to be with me, right, yeah? You'd be a bit of an idiot, right, yeah? Like telling them it for nothing. So, anyway, it's enough of me waffling on, right, yeah? I've got to get this house packed up, right, yeah? And I've got to get out of here and get home. Anyway, for now, see ya next week. Believe this, remarkably, that same rod that's done 2 this morning has just done another one. This one weighs 26 pounds. Scaly one as well. Armour plated. hour left. I never know. Rod's back out already. Might get a take. Leave it. What a session. Definitely location was the name of the game there. Saw two fish, one quick. I've hardly seen any fish after. The last fish I saw was Sunday. All I've seen was in the net. There you go. Shows you one fish. Watercraft location.